PSA, all warning who are on my side of the stream. This does say history lesson, and it says the toxicity of this community in it, because I'm going to be going all bad apples and everything I know from way back. And poor John over here does not know certain older animes. Do you know the concept fan service? Never mind, he does probably not know entirely.
I know what the concept of fan service is. I've watched High School of the Dead. So don't tell me I don't know fan service. I have the chick with the samurai sword as the background of my wallpaper of my phone. I forgot her name, but I just know her by that big-breasted, purple, black-haired chick with the samurai sword.
Purple.
She had purple hair, like purple highlights, didn't she? Because each one of those girls in the show had a different, like one had orange hair, the other one had slightly reddish hair.
No, her hair was just flat up purple.
I remember the burp. When they do, okay, whenever they do purple in anime, they always have the black, like black lines that makes it also look black hair.
That's called line art.
Yeah.
How do you not know what line art is? Hello, Retro. How are you doing? This is gonna be lovely. Okay, I know you like anime and everything, but let's just say anybody who comes in here, I am just going to talk about horrors that you were aware of if you watched What Happened to Seth the Programmer. And I hope you all love this, because I'll probably be paying attention a lot to this side. Because I don't have two screens up to pay attention to both John and one side.
Yeah,
but
I'm managing mine pretty well. I'm just, everyone's just intently watching me kill.
Well, that's fine. I've got anime girls beating each other up just to prove a little point. Okay, do you know this show called Fairy Tail?
I know of its existence. I'm pretty sure. Is one of the characters from there called Deku?
Everyone, John has been docked to normie status.
I don't give a fuck.
No. It's okay, my friend. It's okay. It's okay that you
I can be a normie. I can be a normie as long as I know there's no one here that can cross me in the galaxy.
It's okay. It's okay that I understand you know your lore on the Dragon Ball and that, so you're not exactly normie. So that's fine. You're just naive to this. What if I told you there was a thing called the Anime Mafia?
I think I'm slightly aware.
Yes, Retro. He made Rave Master. He also made an entire chapter where it's side boob, left boob, right boob. Literally. There's an episode that's like that. So you want to talk about fanservice galore, just go look up the creator of Fairy Tail, John. But then again, you would have to suffer over 100 plus episodes, but then again, I'm amazed you haven't even seen artwork of Urza Scarlet. Good God. The fact that you're naive of it, okay. Let's go through another one. Do you know what Rave Master is?
No.
Everyone? Okay, do you know what a High School DxD is?
Humans cause suffering, even
I'm blinking at you very violently. It's like I'm blinking at your screen. Your screen violently. Like, no.
Okay, so do you know... Okay, you know Steins Gate because I probably have spammed the shit out of it.
You've explained, yeah, you've explained...
Wait, you never watched the show?
I've never seen the show. I get the information from you.
Okay. Now you are heaving.
I thought we established that it was the same.
No, that's considered on the top 10 greats. Oh no, she's gonna slam me with a time machine. Oh wait, it was a tiger. Where she argued with freaking, what's her face? I remember that fan service scene. See? And also, she's hitting me with every invention Okame ever made. Alright. So, no clue on Steins Gate, no clue on this. Do you know what Akihabara is?
Which one?
Do you know the place called Akihabara or Shibuya?
No.
The fire in your heart is burning. Round 3.
This information, it's killing me, Kia. It's killing me.
Alright, as soon as I die in this match, I'm going to send you with some trailers and you're going to react to them. I cannot believe the level of untapped potential knowledge of degeneracy you are unaware of.
Have you ever been doxxed by a sim?
Oh, I sin all the damn time. I've accepted that, and you know, and people say, "Oh, your first and full name," but yeah, dude, mine's been said on my small channel a couple times. I've accepted that sin. We both have. Akihabara and Shibuya are two of the big places known in Japan. Wait, why do you have an ad playing during your stream? Oh wait, you ended your stream. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so I'm still here.
Oh, okay. So this is more lovelier. This is more
Because I
funner.
can't concentrate with murder with potential degeneracy in my ear.
Okay. Well, everyone, I'm going to send John a few trailers, and we'll hear his reaction.
Real quick sidestep. Apparently, there's a parody account of Pixel that came over earlier to the channel, and he said that he is at war with Pixel that.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'm not talking about that
saying.
kind of crap right now today.
I know.
Today is the day where John's brain breaks.
It's already broken-ish, so he's just trying to seal the fucking finisher. China!
Alright, let's see here. We'll go one by one down the trailer list, since you've made me watch multiple trailers, and I'll make sure they're short. Oh, the humanity that I must not do to him. There's a show called High School DxD.
What degeneracy are you possibly going to poison me with?
Well, you wanted to know what the anime community is like, so first I must show you as a connoisseur of anime, different ones that could probably lead to why you have this level of degeneracy down your throat.
And this is why they don't invite Kyo to house parties.
Oh, I've been to plenty of parties, but still. Alright. You have opinions on that kind of crap? Do you see the level
Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, so that's what that is. Oh. I didn't know the name, but I know the two. I've seen the two on the front before.
Ah. So, you've watched this show?
Not watched it, but I've seen
Oh, sweet
those
Jesus.
characters. Like, I know those characters. Not know them, but I've seen them.
I can't blame ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. As they say, ignorance is bliss. That's fine. Let's pause a second and send down another one down for you to see what kind of stuff people react to. Where is it at?
Oh, I know the other one. Is it Zombie? I watched that in full.
Is that a zombie? Oh.
I know that one.
Oh, you watched that one, so you are aware of a little degeneracy. Let's go
I
down
watched it because because I was like, okay, I gotta sit through this.
There's that one. This should be even more funnier. That's an older show that was very big within the anime community, reviewed episode by episode, and all sorts of other stuff. Every episode is to fan service. Now there are two sorts of fan service that you're aware of. Anime community fan service can be literally called TNA. Yes, I've heard of Zekbel. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of Haiku no Go. I'm aware of stuff like this. But John is now watching a trailer of Fairy Tail.
I finished it, and my nephew says he's already watched the whole series.
And you've never watched it, and it's right up there knowing Dragon Ball.
No, I have not.
Oh my god, everyone, the heathenism!
I'm gonna
Oh,
shove this Athenic foot up your ass.
okay, there's an older one. Let's see here now. There's another one that you probably never see. Because you have to know the wonderful world of that the anime community can sometimes be.
The joys they can bring, right?
Let's see here. So, High School DxD is the one that you said. You're aware of this is a zombie. Okay, so you only watch like short shows, right?
I didn't know they were short.
Do you know what One Piece is?
No shit.
Oh, well, I had to ask. Okay, are you aware of the concept of the Big Three?
That depends on the big three. They always change big three animes.
The founding Big Three. Are you aware of what the founding Big Three are?
I know Dragon Ball's one of them.
No.
Then why is it on every big three list?
The Big Three that are known, that started the surge within the United States were, well, actually it should be two because everyone only saw two of these ones. Was basically, and the reason why I'm losing everyone is because I'm not paying very much attention to the damn screen. I'm too busy trying to find stuff to surprise John. Was known as, let's see here, Naruto, which you're aware of, One Piece, and Bleach. Those were the big three for a while. Oh, it should be four because Fairy Tail was on the side, but people didn't want to see too much of that fan service. It just still love Fairy Tail. So those four surged it from manga. When those appeared in the States, anime kind of exploded. Are you aware of the show Fate Stay Night?
Hold on, real quick. Side note: you didn't get the update. I got the update this morning. Discord is now linked with the PlayStation, so.
Okay, well, I'll remember that for future context. I'll find that out. I'll probably have to update my machine. I was out cold. I had insomnia type thing last night, so this should be fun, everyone. I cannot believe you've never watched Fairy Tail or any of those degeneracies. Oh, we're gonna have fun educating.
I would probably have to see the images to fucking know what they look like. By name I don't, but by characters I do, which is weird.
So, okay, Dragon Ball, you're aware of it, but Dragon Ball actually predates the Big Three. So until then, people were aware of, oh, I know what Gohan is. For the longest time before the Big Three came out, it was, oh, do you know what anime is? Oh, is that the guy that can shoot ki blast, big blasts from his hands?
Fist of the North Star was the 80s, which was during the
Nope,
time of
not people didn't know much about Fist of the North Star either, believe it or not.
Really? Because I heard that was one of the anime, like
in the 80s, yes, it was within the very niche content. I'm talking mainstream. I was within the part where before I was the weirdo that knew of certain stuff. Like I had every volume of Rurouni Kenshin. I have all the volumes of the original print run. Individual volume, and it used to be they would only be translated, come out every 6 to 2 every other month. to stuff like that. One, like you could literally end on the Kyoto arc, and you would have to wait 4 months for the next volume to come out.
I
In
actually
volume
knew about
16.
Death Note in the early mid.
Death Note is gained its cult popularity following after that. See, it was during the
Full Metal
Pain arc
Alchemist
when...
in the beginning, I knew Full Metal Alchemist was the beginning thing, but anything after that.
Oh, no. We're talking 2004, 2003.
Because think about it, imagine, I'm just like, when I get out of school, at the time when I get out of school, I don't care what's on, I'm watching it. The only ones I knew was one, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I would watch it religiously until it was
I cannot believe this.
Armada. Transformers Armada. That, do you consider that an anime? Because it's
That's
made by a
Western
Japanese studio.
cartoon is going to be anime.
It was
That's like
made
trying
by-
to
it
call.
was-
That's like trying to call what Avatar: The Last Bender anime.
No, I looked into it. The Transformers Armada wasn't made here. It was the Japanese's take on Transformers.
Yeah,
They
that's
gave it
right.
the
They do
full
make it,
anime
but I'm
treatment.
just saying, if you want to talk about things, that's one of those debacles that has been argued over to death and back. They're between Western. That's like trying to call Ruby an anime. When it was a web series. That's a whole other ballgame. So, all these you aren't aware of. Are you aware of the YouTuber James Hansen? Hmm?
No,
Are you aware of the YouTuber Tekken 101?
no.
Okay, we've talked about Forever World, so you know that one. Do you know who Bob Samurai is?
No.
Phone 999. He's not active anymore. The King of Lightning.
This concludes my presentation.
Winner. Courtesy.
Hmm?
No.
Double for anime.
Your dress is so pretty. Your attitude.
Mm-mm.
Come on, please tell me. Okay, that guy was a troll. Let's just put it, Double for Anime was on the bad level of trolling that you know Arrow.
Was it hard to believe that I was never sucked into any of those or like knew about any of this online controversy until I got exposed, like broken in the hard way?
Oh, I'm gonna break you. Psychologically. I must break you. Believe it or not, one of the things I exposed a bunch of to people from casuals and them was Battle of the Gods.
Ugh.
And then Resurrection of F came, and then we all know that, how it exploded that then. Like, you could only find anime merchandise in niche stores. Like, does anybody remember the store called Suncoast?
See, okay, where we found anime down here in Florida was Spencer's Gifts,
Spencer's?
Hot Topic, and another store. I forgot. It was before fucking. Shit, I'm trying to remember what the name is. I just know that every time it was a.
What year? What era was this? What years was this that you would notice these anime popping up?
2003.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're still with the niche era. Good.
Well, mind you, before we even came down here, I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came on TV, and the God knows how when they reran Dragon Ball Z from the beginning all the way up to the end.
Okay. Do you know what Shaman King is?
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I was watching the fourth anime that I was watching fully. I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho fully.
Okay.
Because it reminded me at least a little bit, something about the concept, the whole spirit realm concept reminded me of Dragon Ball's version. So I'm thinking, oh shit, this is the show that, it's not, I know it wasn't Dragon Ball, I knew that for a fact. I was just like, oh, this looks like it has a similar concept to Dragon Ball, but the tournaments, the attacks. I was like, alright, let me just...
You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
You know what you signed up for?
Oh my god. So you don't know any of those YouTubers, right?
No.
Most of those people that I list, okay, I had to look up another one. Was it? I mentioned Code. Did you know what anime you were called Code? I think Code something else. I can't remember. Did it?
Code Lyoko?
No, it wasn't that guy. Okay, never mind. Okay, do you know what the anime Elfen Lied is? Do you know the horror show called School Days?
No.
But what? You've never heard of the horror show or the horror nightmare fest called School Days?
No. I watched Evil. I remember watching something called Neo Genesis Evangelion. I think that's
Evangelius. I mean, Evangelius Evangelion. You do pronounce Evangelion right. You fool! Don't do. Oh my God! Don't bring that up. You're gonna get so crucified. Don't. I'll save you right there.
Okay, well here's the thing. I speak phonetically.
No, not that.
Animes,
but not knowing about that
show. They ruin the pronunciation of words. Because here's the thing. Let me give you an example of this real quick. You know Avatar, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's name is said wrong.
Yes. I understand.
And I give here's the thing. I give M. Night Shyamalan this. His movie was shit, but he got the pronunciation of names correctly, and people were trying to tell him, no, those pronunciations are wrong. I was like, this is why American kids are stupid.
This is coming from the guy who wants a sequel to the.
I remember Haikyuu, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Yeah, I was watching stuff that people wasn't talking about. The stuff that I watched was stuff people didn't talk about, and even some people who said they knew anime at the school I was in even didn't hear about what I was fucking talking about. Like, they didn't even know what I was talking about. So I'm like, what? Like, I was like, wait a minute, because I went to school one day and the guy was like, there's no such thing as Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. I was like, fuck you.
Where the hell did you find that out? That's a good one. How the hell did you get access to that so early?
If you want another beating, just call me Christina.
Oh man, I'm going to have a fun time.
How do I what?
Okay, so you've never heard of any of those YouTubers, right?
No, but what I was saying about the show, I was in, what's it called when it was on? I was in middle school, so I knew about Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
Okay. You're not completely hopeless just yet. So
that's the weird part. I'm watching shit that people like, even they called obscure. I was like, I don't know how, because when I was always at my cousin's house when we lived.
Your cousin probably had access to a lot of the obscure ones.
No,
in
she
general.
had what's it called? She had Funimation when it first came out.
Well, wait, the app or like the?
No, like before it became an app or anything like that. Funimation.
Like the channel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why you had access to some of the shit that some people weren't aware of unless you were in the diehard part. No, that's not okay. The world isn't bleak yet. Do you know of any of the lore behind the YouTubers I mentioned?
None. Oh wait, I have some other anime. Please tell me these names. Corpse Princess, The Empire of Corpses, Geo. I know Hellsing. Kabarni, and of course High School of the Dead. Why when I say these names you sound shocked?
Hold on, I need to get my medical diagnosis pad out.
Call of the Night.
Emperor John Kill 3D is a semi-know-it of this. He has not been down the rabbit hole of the dark part of anime. Diagnosis on check part number 1. I imagine your cousins would laugh at you right now.
Nah, really, she understood too, because when she was learning anime, see the thing is, I at least knew a little bit before her. The only one she knew was the Star Wars stuff, but then she was watching this stuff ahead of me, and then she was like, "Oh, I need you to watch this." I was like, "Oh okay. And she unintentionally, well, not unintentionally, yeah, she unintentionally did not start me at the beginnings of these things. I used to just watch them where she was watching. So I didn't watch a lot of these from the beginning. I just know the characters. Like Kenichi, the first thing I saw with him getting his ass beat. But I'm heard, what is he supposed to be a great disciple? He's getting his ass beat. Huh?
Do you know what Love Hina is?
Love Hina?
Yes.
It rings a bell. Because, like I said, any name that pops up is because of her.
Oh no. Share, send this to a few people you know. Oh, okay. Okay, everyone, you're probably wondering why I'm going down this list and sounding like frying this guy's brain. It's because he needs to know, so I need to know how how much he knows, okay? Did you ever read any of the manga to that stuff?
If you want another beating, just call me Christina.
The fire in your heart is burning. Round 2. Fight.
Hello?
Yeah, I was talking this whole time.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. You went mute.
Yeah, because I didn't realize I could done it.
Okay. Did you ever read the manga to any of the stuff you just read?
No, I've always seen their adaptation. Of course, I knew there would be manga, but I
Did you read the manga of Dragon Ball?
Later, eventually, I saw the animes first. Then I read Dragon Ball later.
Okay, so you watched Dragon Ball, read Dragon Ball Z and the manga towards all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not lost cause, everyone. Not lost cause.
See, I'm picky on the anime. Oh! What is that anime? It was one of my favorites. I actually forgot the name of it. But it's like a detective. He got turned into a child and he had to solve his case before he got turned back into an adult.
Agent Loki. Or Loki, I know what the thing is. I can't think of the name of that.
No, it's called Case Closed.
Case... Okay, there's two different types ones. Case Closed has over 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, it's like he looks kind of like... Imagine Phoenix Wright, but with really short hair. He looked like Phoenix Wright. And he was like, his girlfriend didn't believe he was a little kid or anything like that, and even his clothes shrunk with him when he changed.
I might be taking technical. Okay. Oh, okay. But that's fine. So, what mangas have you read? Okay, do you know what a light novel is?
Think so.
When it comes to anime, do you know what a light novel is?
No.
Do you know what a visual novel is? For God's sake.
You should have just said it like that.
No, those are two different animals. High School DxD is based off of a series of light novels.
Oh, okay.
So imagine all that stuff you just saw trying to be described to you in words and a picture here or there.
I recognize something by the name of Bakuman.
Bakugan?
No, Bakuman. I know there's Bakugan, but no, not Bakuman.
Bakuman was it about manga artist? That show was written by the creator of Death Note, and it basically was him just venting on the cruelty of the industry, which is again funny.
I never picked up watching Attack on Titan, but I'll play the video games. That's one of those cases where I don't care about the show or the manga, but I'll
tell me you like
the
the opening song.
I actually forgot the opening song.
Here I go! Hi, I'm Makusei Kudzu, lab member 004.
I don't know the name of this anime, but you'll probably recognize the character's description. It was this chick. She had of course she's fucking big, busty, of course, big breast. She's got a black tank top, purple eyes, and black hair, and she was a martial artist. I don't remember her name, I just know her by her appearance.
This wasn't Kenjo, was it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Endless battle mode. Choose your fighter.
So okay, do you know the concept called okay, maybe you do, but this is me being an asshole. Of a manga reviewer? Chapter reviewer?
No.
It's where they get the latest chapter or know the early leaks and they review what they think of it. Or tell you a bit of manga.
No.
You mean you don't... Okay. How do you know what comes out Help! Help! Kage! One of our friends.
Actually, this is, well, this actually feels good hearing Kyo, me putting pain on Kyo.
Help me! I need some friends here. Oh. Oh, this poor soul. Do you know what the show Reincarnated as a Slime is?
No. Okay, I got one for you. Do you know the one Blood will never tell? Or only Blood will tell?
Yes.
Okay. That one I watched in full, and I watched its live action adaptation, which is so fucking underrated. Nobody even, I don't think anyone's ever fucking seen the live action adaptation. And I was like, how more faithful can you
Have you watched
get?
all of Cowboy Bebop?
On and off. I know I've watched them all at some point, but I don't remember. It's been a long time. Alright, I'm gonna tell you how I digested the other anime outside of the ones I know from the back of my head. It's called Waking Up at 2 in the morning and seeing the not the Adult Swim logo, the, what is it, logo? Where you just wake up at 2 in the morning and it's just on TV. Because that's when they showed anime at that point, late at night.
Adult Swim?
No one will ever... Yeah, Adult Swim, you're right. No one ever forgets this, because at 5:30 in the morning, before the regular cartoons come on at 6 o'clock for kids getting up for school, Inuyasha's fucking closer. The outro to Inuyasha. Or the intro. Naruto's that fucking 5 a.m. anime.
You're hurting me. You're hurting my soul. I haven't gotten.
Right, what about Cromartie High School?
You know what your saving grace is?
What?
You're knowing a few niche. Right now, I can't believe there's a few. You've never watched Steins
What about
Gate.
Blue Dragon?
Was that supposed to...
Do you know Macross?
Star Blazers 21.99?
Oh yes, that's classic.
Okay.
What's Macross? Okay, did you ever watch the... No, this started a whole phase of stuff.
Arifureta?
Listen, do you know what Card Capture Sakura is?
No.
Blech.
I watched Wolverine, the anime.
He's lost.
Alright, what about Fate Stay Night?
Okay, John. How many adaptations? What does Fate Stay Night involve? What all is in Fate Stay Night? Because if you talk about Fate Stay Night and you are just on normie level, I will smack you across the screen.
Well, good luck extending your arm across the states.
There's the Dean adaptation and many other adaptations of the show. I know a lot of Fate Stay Night, and that's like me calling Dragon Ball and not knowing and saying, hey, isn't Gohan that little
What about Sailor
one-armed
Moon?
guy? Yep. Don't do it. I'll
Zatch
heave it.
Bell?
Huh?
Zatch Bell?
I don't think that counts. That's freaking Retro mentioned that one.
Way too slow.
You don't get credit for that one.
I knew about Zatch Bell though before him.
Well, I'm just saying, if you read in the chat, and you
Say,
see,
I knew Zatch Bell way before he even mentioned.
I
Oh,
know.
that was one thing
At this point, I think Retro is more connoisseur in a few anime than you.
I give him that.
And I'm not being mean, Retro. I'm just at this point. I'm
Don't
nearly
worry, Kia.
crying.
I'll deal with you. I'll deal with you.
Hey, it was worth a try.
I'm
I'll deal with
nearly
you
crying.
eventually.
I have tears of blood going down my face. Do you know what Full Metal Alchemist is?
Yes. No shit. I said that how many times?
Future gadget number 5.
No, you didn't say Full Metal Alchemist. Thank God. There's one.
Dummy.
Okay, do you remember what was it? About the guy who, his car turned into a giant, not Transformers, but his car was on top of a giant robot.
Listen, we're going down the checklist of
Bobobo?
ones you should know. Bobobo was so right up there, it was trying to be a Gintama. Do you know what Gintama is?
Is that an extension of Sailor Moon?
You don't know what Gintama is?
No.
The motherfucker, I have to send him trailers because God help me. Help me. Help me.
I watched the anime version of Thundercats.
Okay.
Akami ga Kill?
Shut up. That's everyone dies. I'm crying.
Astro Boy?
That's an old show.
Dice?
I'm trying to give you something classic.
Okay, Rave Master?
What are you looking at?
Space Danny? Gridman?
I'm asking you, are you aware of that one? That show. I will send you to it, and at this point, I am too baffled. Do you know what an Eroge, a Nuka J, and a kinetic novel is? Good, I baffled him. And don't tell me you hit the controller again. Everyone, he might have gone mute and hit the controller again. Do you know what a doujinshi is, John?
Next to CERN, you're a small one.
Courtesy.
Do you know what hentai is? My friend, you're not helping your case if you don't answer some of these. Do you know what hentai is?
Can't wait to break you
Can't we just
open.
debate
The fire in
instead?
your heart is burning.
Hey, it
Round
was worth
1.
a try.
Fight.
Future gadget down. Stop right there. Ignite. Rebel crash.
Are you even still alive?
Trash twirl. Trash twirl. This'll do it. Trash twirl. Boring.
Somebody, anybody I know answer, say something in the chat.
Alright,
I don't.
you're gonna have to hold the front, because I gotta take something to my mom's job.
You got a what?
I gotta take something to my mom's job.
How? Wait.
She left something important here, so I have to bring it.
I understand. You're bailing on the important part.
It's not like I'm going and I'm coming right back.
Okay. I'll get some of the stuff done. You better be listening at least in the background. Well, while John's not here, I suppose I can actually explain a few things that I asked him. One, that whole thing was a sadistic test not only on myself, but for me to figure out what all John knows when it comes to anime. Which I think his knowledge is severely lacking. I want somebody to DM this poor fool some of the things. Okay. Two, Anime Mafia, there was like a couple generations of it. The YouTubers I listed before were part of it. Double Per Anime was equivalent to what this, I think, Seth the Programmer's era was. At the time when that was, I don't know if Discord was around. They probably hung around on Skype or Google Hangouts, so that's probably how they communicated. So I don't know if it was created during that specific time frame. But the Anime Mafia would basically take you down if like they were literally Puritans. Or you didn't agree with the ideology, that was it for in a nutshell. Think of it as the proto-cursor to the Phantom Menace. The anime community's Phantom Menace is what I would call it. Now they're not around anymore, they're dead, gone 6 feet under. The only show that's actually advertised or reviewed nowadays is Dragon Ball. Or some niche other ones. Which is good, because it used to be anime reviewers would flood you with stuff that you probably weren't aware of, like Zoku no Terror, originally Fate Stay Night, Fairy Tail, and some of the other ones. Manga review chapters ones are the guys that take the latest chapter of, say, Super, and they review it, and then they break it down and tell it to you, or their opinions of it, or they do live reactions to it. Double Anime was an idiot who actually watched even a 1010 hentai on his channel. I know that sounds bad. That's how much of an idiot this kid was. But he was the equivalent of what UC Seth the Programmers was. He was recruited by them at a very young age and then brain fried, melted on. He was like their little troll, I believe, right? He could have tons of alt accounts that would just like get you down. Like, why if you didn't even, like, they're the example of anime Puritans. Like, if you literally said you enjoyed the Dragon Ball movie, Evolution movie, you know what, there are people out there that are like that. Don't get me wrong. They would just go bonkers. Even to this day, that's still one of the greatest memes ever, is it took the guy 7 years to apologize for that movie, which I don't think he should have done, just like 7 Dragon Balls. Okay, if that's not funny, I don't know what is. We have, how long am I at? I'm at 42 minutes. Oh my god, I don't even, I haven't even fractured the whole, okay, a lot of those are older anime reviewers. Okay, that's the Anime Mafia. The whole thing that you have heard of Seth the Programmer saying is that what the whole Mafia thing, or some of the anime community, like, things took into the extreme. That tier level does exist. There are people that will make you do some crazy stuff around them. Lolicon, Syscon, all them other terms do exist, terminologies. Like, there's a whole bunch of people in that's like that. But the problem is with Seth the Programmer, what he's done is he's now slapped the label across the entirety of the anime community, because that's not exactly the problem is. He's a symptom of a bigger problem. I mean, Geekdom 101, I've watched some of this content, he's pretty cool. Does Geekdom look like a guy that does that crap? No. Okay. The big YouTubers I listed off were basically accused back in the day of doing crazy crap like Seth the Programmer. To a degree. Okay. I cannot believe I'm going down this rabbit hole. Okay, so that was one of the things they were. I mean, there's different subjects. The problem is the anime community is not like one giant big picture. It's like different categories. I mean, you have the old gen Puritans and stuff like that who knew most stuff I was listening off to John and probably reviewed it episode by episode back in the day, and even chapter and manga wise. You have the newer ones that are on that. You have someone like Seth the Programmer who took advantage of a Naruto versus Ichigo fan thing. And if that was Omar related to Ramuna Goten that he messed around with and screwed over my animation, I feel bad. If that was that Omar. Because that exists. I know I said I wouldn't touch Seth the Programmer's thing, but I'm only bringing up a bunch of the YouTubers that were I know of that were OG. Clyde the Weeaboo was around during like the he came after the phase out of 2014. James Hansen introduced him along with Tekken 101. He started out as a Bleach person. I believe Clyde did within the Bleach community. There we go. We're going down this whole thing. I cannot believe it. Bleach has gained a massive resurgence thanks to the anime coming back, but most people would remember probably Bleach because of lots of filler. Because I think when it was airing, it was having the same problem as One Piece was. It was putting in filler to replace because Kubo hadn't finished the manga yet. That's one of the problems with early animes like Naruto. Well, you have seasons of filler because the show wasn't over yet. Now, Naruto Shippuden, we get into that era, we have a bit of a problem because the manga was already over and they were just milking the crap out of the anime. Before, like, we went, like, one time without middle of the Kaguya fight, then a whole season of filler. Then we would get to one other episode and probably that. Then a whole season of filler. They had that problem for months. Almost about a year. It took Shippuden like a year and a half for it to end. I think Boruto was around before it ended, possibly. The manga. Let's not go down that avenue, because there's the battle, which is better, the original or that. Or you have the fanbase attacking that and that. I mean, you cannot have one like without the other within the anime community. It is tribalism to the extreme. Like, you're either with us or against us mentality. With a lot of them. Now there's some simple ones who just like are like, okay, yeah. Now I got out of that community a while ago, but it doesn't mean I didn't keep tabs on it. I mean, I know Dragon Ball community is no saint either. I mean, you have the art wars on that from DeviantArt and all that other stuff with the lawsuit. Or battling over something in Perfection, which we've talked about, and now Seth the Programmer and a bunch of the other bad apples. But just because there's one bad apple does not make it the whole bush bad. That's one of the problems, is because you'll see someone of, I don't know, Perfection's level, and it will screw up the entirety of the thing, because then everyone will think it's like that level of bad. When it can be, it can be not. I mean, but let's just say there's a whole lot of degeneracy through the anime community. Like, if you have not read the visual novel to, like, say, Fate Stay Night, yeah, heresy is what some people will say. They're like, well, then you don't know what Heaven's Field is, or Unlimited Blade Works, or the Fate route, or how the Fate route never got a good adaptation. It's a massive thing when it comes to Fate Stay Night. That's why I told the Hyperdrive just I shut them down during that argument, because like you would open a whole can of worms in that self. I mean, Saber and Rin Tosaka, like, oh my god, there's so much stuff on them. I mean, Saber's almost iconic at this point. And I mean, I can't believe he didn't know who Urza Scarlet was. That baffled me, because that's like the staple right next to Saber when it comes to Fairy Tail. I just, I am at a loss. But one bad apple doesn't make the entirety of a bush bad. Now, I know one person exists. I know Chibi still makes content to a degree, covering all sorts of other stuff. But most of the people from them, Glass Perfection and all them, are almost all phased out of existence to obscurity or memehood. They're memes. Like, Mr. Correxy, I remember, actually at one point said, yeah, you might want to pirate anime. And, oh, hello, who just jumped in? that trophy. Oh no. I didn't get a chance to see that. Oh. But there's all that. Like, we have multiple tiers of even anime reviewers at the time. Like, some exist, some don't. They mostly faded out in obscurity after, I would say, Dragon Ball Super surged in popularity. Which is odd. Nowadays, the concept of anime reviewers is almost not needed. You still have the death battle people and stuff like that. Okay, dude, I understand. I didn't know he had a juice. Okay. Cool. I got left. Thanks for notification. But yeah, this is insane. But yeah, I mean, so you think it's all bad, but it's technically not. Steps the Programmer is one prime example, but honestly, to cover Steps the Programmer, I have to read that whole 58-page document and many other stuff, and then go over Clyde's 2 videos, Clyde the Weeaboo or Clyde, 2 videos and all that, and John needs to watch the whole 6 hours of King's interview. So there's that. Then I have to watch Chris's stream, Christian Ark's stream, to add some more context. There's a lot of research I need to do before I even touch Seth the Programmer. That's why he's being mentioned in passing. Now, with all the ones I mentioned earlier, those were within the things of Puritans. They would take like shows if you didn't agree with and go to the extreme. This is one of the reasons why my reaction to John not knowing certain anime would be in reaction to what some anime people in the community, they would literally go, heathen, blasphemer, the whole 9 yards. Now my whole thing. The anime community is very toxic because, I mean, look at someone like Digibro to what happened. If you look what happened to poor Digibro on Tommy C's thing, yeah, that was some FBI type level, hold him up. And that. So, wonderful part on there. Just absolutely great. I'm not knowing. That's just great. So, through all this, it can get bad and good. I don't know how I put this, but that. My brain's a little bit fried at John's lack of knowledge. I might even need to make a part 2 on this because of how it goes. The rabbit hole that goes down is almost insane. I literally said, what's Cardcaptor Sakura? He didn't know. Wow. I might have to make a follow-up on this whole thing because or even save this whole topic to the point when I'm done looking into all of Seth's heinous activities because this is a very big broad stroke to cover. It's like trying to cover all of stuff in Blizzard and other things. I think most people will get the kick out of my reaction when it comes to Emperor not knowing. So that's gonna be just lovely. Lovely. Ugh. Oh, the great pain I just went through, and I'm still recovering really from the shock of this lack. Ugh. Now there's anime games based off of that. It's kind of sad that most anime are based on mobile games now. So, like for a while to continue some of the Bleach content, you would have to play the mobile game. Ain't that not lovely? So, all of that involved. So what I have covered is just a Well, I think anime community comes down to almost iceberg level of knowledge. And to talk about this, I need someone to bounce off of, because otherwise my brain will not remember completely what all I've talked about, as already my brain got malfunctioned because of John's lack of knowledge. I mean, okay. No, I'm gonna end this one because I'm fried and I have very little bounce back off of, but we'll make what's called the follow-up to this. I'm gonna make a follow-up to this because actually I'm still dumbfounded and I'll probably find a much better game to play than this because I'm baffed. I might make one later today, a follow-up to this whole thing. Oh, my brain needs to recover. Y'all have fun because Kyo just had a semi-meltdown-ish and can only explain part of it by himself, so yay, I'll edit the title of this description. And maybe the probably fix the thumbnail for those who make it this far. Have a good afternoon, morning, whenever you see this. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back to this topic.